We're sailing for the Yasawas, the islands off the northwest coast of Fiji, with their dangerous waters of narrow passages and unmarked hazards, but also waters with manta rays, beautiful lagoons and underwater caves that should make it all worth it.
Mais que nada, sai da minha frente que eu quero passar, pois o samba está animado, o que eu quero é sambar. Este samba que é misto de maracatu, é samba do preto belo, samba de...
So very glad to have our freedom back on Tranquilo and be back on the open water and ready for some adventures.
Vai querer que eu já chegue no final.
Very exciting morning. We're off to see some manta rays in a pass just up from where we're anchored with our mates behind us, Big Blue. Beautiful seeing those mantas.
Oh, that was really cool. So it's like the dolphins knew I was coming out front and they thought, hey, let's give them a show. Yeah, we're off to the Blue Lagoon. Yeah, it's where the movie The Blue Lagoon was made, starring Brooke Shields.
I'm having a bit of fun hand steering. We've got around 17, 18, up to 22 knots. We're actually through in 2 reefs, just for when we get to these narrow bits. And it's a bit more comfortable. Yeah, very fun. That's what I love around here. It's got good wind, sunshine, dolphins, manta rays. What more could you ask for?
I'm about to tack through to get through closer to the lagoon. Funny enough, I'm looking at navionics on the chart plotter and it doesn't give you any indication of any shallows coming up. But if you look at navionics on my iPad, it says that right now there is a deeper patch between 2 shallow patches. So right now is the time to tack. And I'm not sure why navionics has got 2 different levels of information on a chart plotter versus the app. Anyway. Ducking. Well, that was a rather eventful trip. It's been a long time since we've had that much wind right on the nose. And it did get somewhat nerve-wracking at times because the different information that we had, navionics on the chart plotter, navionics on the iPad, as well as Google Earth on Orbital, and it did get shallow at times, and you can just see it as well, just with our eyes. Anyway, we're just coming into the Blue Lagoon, and now it gets really shallow, so I'm about to go up front to guide Elle in. I'm going to be using my eyes and my polarized sunglasses just to really get a better feel for what's coming up ahead. One other thing, we've also now put on the sonar just to add a next level of information.
We are at the Blue Lagoon. This is the place that made Brooke Shields famous. I've not seen the film. It's made in 1979, so I was 3 years old when it came out. Not really my thing back then. I was more into Sesame Street. But I also hear that the caves that we're going to visit tomorrow or the day after are where she runs away to from this beach. I have no idea what she's running from. I can't actually imagine that you'd need to run away from anything except for maybe a storm, but I'm sure they concocted some kind of drama in the movie. Girl, have you seen it? Should I ask you? No. Okay. Aiden, you haven't seen it either.
What's happened?
Well, this beach is beautiful. Aiden has said that he loves resort beaches because they're always got white sand. But the amazing thing is, as beautiful as this beach is, as famous a lagoon, the Blue Lagoon, is, whoever named it, great branding guys, yet the whole resort is just empty. There is not a soul around. No one in the hammocks, no one in the seats, recliners. The oil lamps are ready, but there's absolutely no one around. It's quite eerie. I think I know what the problem is. There's absolutely no water left on the island, and so it's been abandoned. Well, there's only one thing to do on a deserted beach is drink a gin and tonic. I don't know how did gin and tonic do that, but there you go.
Explosive.
There you go.
Cheers. So hit the spot?
Yeah.
Speaking of Sesame Street, just because I can and because I'm super relaxed, I've just decided to do a fusion Finding Nemo and Sesame Street, and it goes like this. I'm a fish, my name is Nemo. I've lost my way and here is what I say. Oh Dory, can you tell me how to get to the EAC? How to get to the EAC? Just a bit of fun. waters. Just gotta chill and rest my foot. Head sail, which is all we're sailing with because it's very windy today, and I'd gone a little offshore of Phil's planned route, which is normally fine, like further away from island and reefs. Then the depth started to drop to 8 metres, 6 metres, 5 metres, and Phil races over and says, "What are you doing? You're way off the line," which, you know, for most islands, most places is okay to be further away, except that there's an unmarked reef. It's not marked on Navionics, shallow area, and Phil had seen it on Orbital, the Google Maps, Google Images program. So he knew what was there and that I absolutely had to stick to that line. So definitely my bad. Yeah, rapidly got back onto the line. It's super windy today, up to 29 is the most I've seen. Bullets coming through these islands, so it can go down to, we had 9.8 not long ago, and then back up to 28, which is why we've just got, it's 2/3 of a head sail. Before, when we were beam to the wind, beam reach, we were going 6.5, 7 knots with just 2/3 of a head sail, so it's definitely all we need. And I've decided to hand steer because Carla, our autopilot, was really struggling. The one disadvantage of just a head sail, boat is not very well balanced, so she was constantly turning a lot and actually oversteering, so I'm just trying to keep it on an even keel, as they say. Just had this morning's shower. Oh, almost again. Feel alive! Landscapes like that, just flat hills, denuded, just grassy. It looks more like New Zealand than, say, French Polynesia. But there are palm trees down the bottom. So it's like this funny hybrid.
And no sheep.
No sheep. Probably some goats.
This is definitely a beautiful anchorage, the most beautiful so far in Fiji. It's also blowy. It's blowing anywhere between 25 and 30 knots at times. We haven't had that for a long time, so we've put out the whole anchor, all 60 meters, in 50 meters of depth. Should hold. Anyway, we're gonna head into the village and be invited, I expect, by the chief. And in the sabu ceremony, we'll hand over our kava.
Sevu sevu, as Phil mentioned. So this is the offering you make to the village chief. It's your way of asking for acceptance into the village and the ability to walk around, to snorkel, to even anchor. So as someone said to me, there's no concept of public property in Fiji. This is somebody's anchorage, somebody's land, somebody's water, someone's fishing ground, someone's beach. So it's very different to our concepts. And the way I found out about it is this guide had a great piece on Sewa Sevu and also Soggy Paw's Compendium, which is such a fantastic resource. They do one for lots of places in the Pacific. And the main things that we're just organising before we go, so the rules are no hats, no sunglasses, so nothing on your head, no bags on shoulders, no shoulders showing, no knees. Most importantly, this is the Yagona, basically that's their word for carver, Fijian word for carver, that Aiden and I picked up at the market in Matoka. So this is our offering to the chief. Fun for Aiden to see this because he's just learnt the same things here, water cycle and figures of speech, simile, metaphor, etc. Personification. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's the same one that I got. It's the exact same that...
A bit underneath Thursday.
This morning we're going to head across back to the village. We're going to make an exchange of a few things. Rice, cans, tea, for things that they can offer, mainly coconuts and papaya.
I don't know, you'll probably already catch fish. It's another fish, the mackerel.
I'm going to...
So this will have milk and the flesh is just soft, just like a tiny thin, Okay. Andiamo rabbia! Very cute.
I got some books that I don't want anymore, so I'm giving it to the school that we visited yesterday.
Where are we going?
We are going to Sawa Islands caves, underwater caves.
No, into one of those.
Wow. go down then? Do I shine it down? Okay. Thanks for that.
Amazing caves.
With the wind behind us, it's just beautiful sailing. Marked contrast to heading straight into the wind close haul. Not surprising when they say, gentlemen, don't beat upwind. Gentlemen, remember that. No sailing upwind, okay?
What do you see?
It's not shallow for a while. It was looking at 60 meters for a long time, then it got down at 30. So I just wanted to go and check it out. Looks fine. I think we're back to, as it says, back to about 40-50 meters.
Yeah. This is what I love about sailing. I often get this feeling on the night watch, or like today after a full day of sailing. We're nearly at the end, nearly coming into our anchorage, and it's just that feeling of having hours of, like the Crowded House song, Together Alone. So Phil and Aiden are here, I'm together, but I'm just me, I'm at the helm doing what I want to do, and my whole body is into this, my mind is into this. It's a very primal, visceral thing, like that feeling, the winds, the waves. But this feeling I get from sailing, and rarely from, like if I've been hiking for a few days or something like that. It's like total immersion. That's what I love.
If you like this video, please click like below and subscribe to follow our adventures.